Woo! You know how we do it? Well, the Broncos do it. It's orange blue today. Postgame live. Cecil Lammey. Take that, Philadelphia. You like that? You like that way that tastes? Nick Sirianni crying for a flag. You're not going to get it. Refs were generally terrible in this game. But Nick Sirianni crying for a flag there late. I love it. I love it. It's going to rain in the Mile High City today. That's the tears of Eagles fans. If you're just joining us, the Denver Broncos have pulled off the upset, beating the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles in historic fashion. My God, Denver. You got your heart medication ready? I hope so, because this team did something that they very rarely do, and that is trailing by 14 plus points entering the fourth quarter. They're 1-112 as a franchise. Today they get that win over the Philadelphia Eagles. It feels great, baby. It feels absolutely awesome. This team is on track. They are 3-2. I could easily make the argument that they should be undefeated with those last-second field goals. Forget those last-second field goals. It's time to talk Broncos. Getting this big win. Broncos country, celebrate. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, take that, Philadelphia. I so wanted to do the Randy Moss thing and fake moon the camera today, but I also don't want to get fired. So just imagine, if you're a Philadelphia fan right now, imagine my buttocks in your face. There you go, Philly. Take that. Take that. And again, take that. Broncos get the big win. The Philadelphia Eagles no longer undefeated, and they do it in a heart-wringing, heart-wrenching, heart-throbbing fashion. I don't know. I'm just excited. 21-17 is the final score. Broncos get that win. They are 3-2, and let's go Broncos, right? Doing what nobody thought that they could do. The entire nation, Tony Romo talking about how he's right about everything all the time. I swear he was going to talk about that intentional grounding call. He's probably still going to talk about that the rest of the way. But I thought Tony Romo, like, come on, buddy, it's okay. It's okay. Calm down, Tony. You're wrong sometimes. And you were wrong if you picked the Philadelphia Eagles in this one, because the Broncos win, and I love it. And I'm going to grab my Bo Leave shirt. I might change right on camera. I don't even care. I'm so excited. That's right. Bo Leave. Do you Bo Leave now? All you God-blessed Bo Nix haters, God-blessed. Oh, the things I was saying right before this show went live. A lot of F-bombs. Right here. Bo Leave. Do you Bo Leave now? In your face, Philadelphia. You Bo Leave now, huh? Damn. I'm excited. As you can see, a little bit out of control. I just broke my headset. Okay, we're going to do a show without a headset. I guess I don't need to hear myself. Maybe Eagles fans feel like they don't need to hear me either. Well, I definitely love what the Broncos did today. It's exactly what they should do. So all this God-blessed talk, and screw it. This just may be my last show. I may just cuss up a storm and talk about the Denver Broncos, and then they pull the plug on me and on the show, and I don't even know. Just because I'm so excited, and I want to express myself in a way that I normally would, which includes profanity, because F yeah. And forget you if you were out there doubting Bo Nix. I fixed my headset, everybody. I fixed my headset. There you go. I shouldn't mess up my Bo Nix t-shirt like that. But anyway, like, yes, Bo Leave. I had to hear from so many blankety blank Bo Nix haters, Bo Nix doubters. Anytime he throws an incomplete pass, everyone they go to Twitter. Oh, Bo Nix sucks. Stop. Do yourself a God-blessed favor and stop. So close. do yourself a favor and stop hating on Bo Nix, okay? Stop hating on this Denver Broncos team. Stop trying to prove that you were right and Todd McShay in the third round grade. So much bad stuff was said about Bo Nix before the draft. I think it's just like still infiltrates some people's minds out there. Bo Nix was fine, everybody. Bo Nix was fine. Calm down, okay? Bo Nix is more than fine. Bo Nix is here to kick your ass on the road, take your lunch money, and then tell you about it. That's what Bo Nix and the Broncos did today, and I feel fantastic. I feel great with this 21-17 win for the Denver Broncos. And my God, things went right. Things went wrong. Poor Riley Moss. Jahdae Barron was getting some hate online. None of that. None of that. Stop all of it. You've got questions. You've got concerns. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Can Bo Nix be consistently better? Yes, but it's a long game. I don't need to hear from people in the second quarter that Bo Nix sucks. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, Bo Nix just beat your ass. How do you feel about that, huh? So come on. It's a long game. Lots of things going on. You're facing the world champions and they're undefeated. This was a big, big task for many reasons for the Denver Broncos, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, and here's why. Whew, excited, sweaty. I feel like I'm at a comic book convention, just real sweaty, right? It's great because I'm going to start here. And I already told you, and I've been sending it to people, show notes, basically. The Denver Broncos, for their franchise history, 1-112 when trailing by 14-plus points entering the fourth quarter on the road. And they trailed 17-3 entering the fourth quarter. How you like them apples? I got her number. How do you like them apples? Huh? You going to believe or not? Ridiculous Bo Nix opinions out there. Bo Nix is fine. Bo Nix is the franchise quarterback. He's here to go. He's ready to go. And he is ready to do more and grow and take that sophomore jump. But here's why I like this game so much. I like this game so much because now listen, I'll speak for myself and I'll speak for some, if not many, in Broncos country when I say this. We know they're good. Okay? Don't give me the God-blessed Colts game. So close. I don't want to take the Lord's name in vain, but we know about the God-blessed Chargers game, all right? And the last, they've never trailed in the fourth quarter except for today, and then they won. How you like that, Tony Romo? Oh, my God. I think I need a Mountain Dew. Maybe I need less Mountain Dew. I don't know. What do you think? Chat room, respond to me. I'm feeling it, man. This is what it's supposed to feel like in Broncos country. Beat them down, beat you down. Because the best thing about this game, I'll get to my points eventually. I'm super excited, everybody. All calm down. We all calm down. The best thing about this game is we don't have to hear they can't beat bad teams or they can't beat good teams anymore. I can't speak English. Maybe that'll change someday. But we get to stop hearing the doubters say, oh, talk to me when they beat a good team. This good enough? Oh, wait, I got time. Wherever my watches are. I got time. I'll wait. Is this game good enough for you? Are you not entertained? Broncos country, Bo Nix doubters, Bo Nix Broncos haters. Are you not entertained right now? This game. You're going to make excuses? You're going to say that's a call on Jail Skinner? Is that what you're going to say? Well, I mean, yeah, they beat Philadelphia, but what had happened was they got help from the refs. They didn't get any help from the refs. In fact, the Eagles got more help from the refs. And I'm not going to talk about the refs. I usually think that's low-hanging fruit. But is that all you have to stand on? If you are doubting this team, if you are doubting Bo Nix, if that's all you have to stand on is some zebra call at the end of the game, nah, get out of here with that nonsense. We don't need to talk about, well, other than Tampa Bay, they never beat a team with a winning record. How's 4-0? Undefeated? Is that a winning record? Is that pretty good? We're going to complain about this one too? Like, it's a long season. This is a tough game. It's a beautiful game. It's a brilliant game. But damn it, it's a tough game. And to win in this fashion on the road, you absolutely love to see it for the Denver Broncos because you know how difficult it is. I'm some slappy in the mountains of Roxborough talking about football. And there's no way in hell I could do anything that those guys out there do on the field, right? So when it's 3rd and 17 and Riley Moss presses Devontae Smith, that's a teachable moment. It's not real good for Riley Moss, but that's a teachable moment. But it's a long game. He gave up a big one. Wasn't a touchdown, but it was a big one. And it sucked. It was terrible coverage, terrible decision to play press on 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17, I stand 10 yards off the line. And I'm like, you're not going to go over the top. You can catch it at 10 yards. I'll rally and I'll tackle you. So that one play. Bo Nix has an off throw. People lose their mind. Again, I know. I'll just blame Twitter. How about that? I'll just blame Twitter. It's fine. It's a long road to Santa Clara, and we're on it, man. Buckle up. Buckle up. Those that stayed, because I know plenty of people jumped off the bandwagon, and I'm fine with that. I'm actually okay with that. I actually prefer that. You're not really invested in Bo Nix and Broncos country. You don't need to be here. Sorry, that sounds mean. Trust me, I've heard from people like, well, your stance on Bo Nix is so terrible because you just defend him. Yeah, I'm not saying put in Jarrett Stidham, okay? I think Andrew Mason had it correct when he's like, that's just moronic to suggest that, because it is. Bo Nix is the guy to get this thing done with J.K. Dobbins and with Cortland Sutton, who's not calling him a number one now. I love the bad opinions that get to go bye-bye. The death of bad opinions. Bo Nix is a 3rd-round pick. Terrible opinion, Todd McShay. Done. That thing's been done for a while. If you were saying that and professing that, you're completely wrong. Stop. The fact that Cortland Sutton's not a number one. All I know is he's clutch. Man, did he come up big for this Broncos team. And it was fantastic to see. The biggest moments and the most important moments, Cortland Sutton showed up. So don't give me the he's not a number one stuff. That's done. What else? Oh, they can't beat a good team. That's done. All right. We've got a lot to discuss on today's show. Yes, I'm going to rant for about 30 minutes. Then I'm going to take your comments for about 30 minutes. Don't at me, bro. I know last week we had somebody in the chat that's like, you let other people talk. I'm like, let me get this off my chest because this is flipping amazing. If you're a Broncos country fan, if you're a Broncos fan, give me a hell yeah in the chat room right now, because it feels fantastic to have this team win in that manner, in that fashion, going for 2, Sean Payton with the onions, going for 2 and getting it. That was awesome. My buddy Gabe El Taib, shout out Gabe. He says, season-changing win. Season-changing win. Yeah, exactly. Imagine the type of confidence that you can build in this. Imagine the type of momentum that you can build in this. Jets, Giants, Cowboys. What else is on the schedule coming up here? Yeah, Texans. Bring it on. Raiders. Raiders. Good luck. Chiefs. Yeah, bring on the Chiefs. Week 11. We're not scared. The Chiefs. Come on. Anyway. Hi, how are you? I'm just over the moon with this win in this manner, in this fashion for this Broncos team, because it was Bo Nix making those clutch plays. 39 passing attempts, 29 rushing attempts. That's just what they're going to do. And oh my God, just looking at the number. Oh my God, just looking at the number right now. J.K. Dobbins got to 20. Thank you, Sean Payton. Thank you, Game Script, to get J.K. Dobbins to 20. Now, if you go back, and I could do the math, but I can tell you can count it on one hand of a bad woodshop teacher, the times that Alvin Kamara has gotten 20 carries with Sean Payton. It just doesn't happen a lot. It needed to happen today. In fact, my text before from my buddy Gabe, he said, we run the ball and we're going to win the game. If they, he didn't say we, if they commit to the run, they will beat the Eagles. I said, I'd love it. And then he says, season-changing win. So shout out Gabe El Taib with Big Man Comics. Shout out to you, Broncos country. And yeah, take that, Eagles fans. Fly, Eagles, fly. bang. Yeah, how's that? It feels awesome. It feels great for this team to get this sort of win, a quality win, a season-changing win, a catapulting force to show that you can hang with the NFL's best. Now, personally, I think that Daniel Jones and the Colts, the wheels will fall off that eventually. Right now, it's not looking real good. Not liking the Colts or Daniel Jones. Not looking real good with the way that they're rolling. I feel that will be proven. Say the Colts are making the Super Bowl. Say it. I dare you to. Nobody's going to say that except Pat McAfee. The Chargers game, Chargers will be there, but they historically choke. Until the Chargers don't choke, I can't take them seriously. Broncos are right there, man. Broncos are right there to win the AFC West, to make a deep playoff run. When Greg Penner is saying it's not a success if you go back to the playoffs and lose again in the wild card round. When the owner has that directive, you know what you better do? You better listen, and then you better respond, and you better get further than just the wild card round. In fact, win the division. How about a home game at Empower Field at Mile High? Would you love that? As the Broncos make a postseason appearance, this proves what we either saw with our eyes in training camp or what we as analysts and we as fans would think about this team. They're a good team. They're a good team. Are they among the NFL's elite? Are they Buffalo? No, they're not Buffalo. Could they beat Buffalo? Yeah, I'd love to see it. Could they beat the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo again? Because I want a rematch. I'm not going to say no. Probably not real good odds. Don't really care what Vegas says. I don't have a high opinion on sports gambling, so I'll save that for my own personal channel. But yeah, I want Buffalo again. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the Bills, but are they on the same level as the Bills? The answer is no. But they're not this dog crap, trash team that can't do anything unless they play the Bengals or the Titans, right? And the way this season had gone had been so frustrating because I look at this team, I look at Bo Nix, and I know that's a good quarterback. I look at this team and I look at the offense and I go, that will work. What they want to do will work. And then in the damn Colts game and in the damn Chargers game, it kind of worked, but it didn't work enough. And last second field goals, whatever. But it was like, you dropped those two games you shouldn't have dropped. They should be undefeated right now after this game. That would have been a battle of the undefeateds. But it's like, I know they're a good team. They hadn't been closing. There's another thing that we can stop saying, at least for today. The next 24 hours, man. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Whether you drink Mountain Dew or other things, enjoy it. Because this feels fantastic. They beat an undefeated team. So we can take away the whole, they can't beat a team with a winning record. Okay, now what are you going to say? They can't close, right? They can't close. The Broncos can't close. Sean Payton, he's great and all, but they can't close. Did they not close now? Facing adversity along the way. The Zach Bond play was a personal foul. I know that Tony Romo, again, he's right about everything. He discovered electricity, not Sean Payton. But Zach Bond put a shoulder in RJ Harvey's head when he was laying on the ground. Hell yeah, that's a penalty. So don't give me that. It's a bang-bang play. That's not a bang-bang play when a guy's clearly going to the ground and you launch in there. And I like Zach Bond. But that was a dumb play. It's like I like Talanoa Hufanga, but we've seen him be a little extra physical at times, body slamming guys, right? Whatever game that was. Chargers game, I think. So, yes, the extra physical guys are going to have that extra physical play, and at the wrong time, it's going to bite you in the ass. How's that taste, Philadelphia? I guess I should say, how's that feel? How does it feel to be a Broncos fan today? Again, let me know that in the chat. I want to get a hell yeah. I want this whole live chat. I have 956 comments. I want 900 of them to say hell yeah. Give me that Broncos country as the Broncos win this one. Are there still issues? Are there still concerns? Yes. Is Alex Singleton still almost a complete liability on the field? Yes, of course. None of that has changed. But what did change is they closed. Bo Nix hit the throws. Now, he didn't hit every throw. Again, I don't go into a game, even though Bo said it 2 weeks ago, like, the perfect game. And, I'm trying for it, or what I'm paraphrasing, but like, okay, he's never going to be 39 of 39. Oh my God, Bo Nix, nothing hit the turf. Is the pass going to be a little bit off? I thought, again, Romo was awful with his thing on Marvin Mims. Well, that was just too low. Marvin should have caught that. I love Marvin, but it's going to hit you in the hands. You should have caught it. I don't care if you have to drop down low with swinging your hips. Like, I don't care. Get that ball. Hit you in the hands. That's a catch. Sutton with the drop. What was it? Adkins with a drop. Marvin Mims with what's a drop, basically. Like, okay, to expect Bo to be perfect is asinine. 2 rules in life. Don't be dumb. Don't be in a cult. Okay? And it's asinine to be like, well, I mean, Bo's throws are a little off. Yeah, okay. Have you watched other teams? Do you even know football? Like, Bo Nix's throws aren't all going to be perfect. I don't take hardly any issue with his throws today. Because his footwork be a little bit better? Sure. Because his decisions be a little bit better? Sure. My buddy Mark, shout out Mark. Hi, Mark. If you're in the chat room, hi. I finished writing Sue Immortal this week. Story I've had in my head for 25 years. I just finished a 100-page graphic novel. Super excited about that. So, Mark, call me because we got more stuff to write. Anyway, my buddy Mark said, hey, I kind of like Bo when he doesn't change the play. And I had that same observation, not only in this game, but in previous games. And in previous games, I had thought, well, he's audibling a little bit too much. And you saw at times when he does the kill thing, like usually the second play is not working. So can you clean that a little bit up? Sean Payton's talked about that. He's talked about using tempo and how him and Bo, there's a little bit of a back and forth. Like, Bo wants tempo. Well, in order for Bo to have tempo, he's going to have to call the plays or change the plays. And that doesn't work as good as you think. And then Sean, on the other hand, is like, maybe my defense needs a rest. Maybe I don't want to go tempo. So I like that back and forth. I think it's a friendly back and forth. I think it's something where Mark says hi, by the way. Big E's checking in. Ha! Broncos win. Crazy day. Much love, brother. Shout out to Big E out there as well. And Mark is listening and in the chat room. So hi, Mark, there as well. So I look at this and I go, I would like tempo at times. I would like fewer audibles from Bo Nix right now. He's not Jim Kelly out there calling his own plays. Like, he's not to that point of his career yet. He'll get there, but it's not. So today, Bo Nix can, audible and he can call his own plays right now today. No, you still need Sean Payton's guidance. And if Sean's seeing it, he's trying to set something up, you should probably run it unless it's completely obvious that's not going to work. Don't go to that second play. Stick by my story. I'm from Jamaica. Got my Rasta hat over there somewhere. Anyway, feeling good. Feeling really good about this win. Feeling good about Bo Nix. Feeling good about this Broncos defense. Feeling good about pretty much everything. Because it's a heart-stopping game for sure. Again, things to work on, things that need to be better, but this type of win needs to be celebrated. I guess maybe I said it after the Bengals game too, and maybe it's just a societal concern, and there are a lot where it's like, why do people just nitpick a win? Now the Cincinnati, oh yeah, they beat Cincinnati. Yes, that's a statement. That is true, but you should still enjoy it. It's hard to win in this league. Yeah, they got to beat somebody that's good. Done. Check. Gigantic check mark right there. How about that? Right? Okay, they beat an undefeated world champion team. Could it get any better in the regular season when the questions abound about they got to beat a good team? Could it get any better than the undefeated world champion in their place, by the way? Philadelphia is not a great place for the Broncos to play. It hasn't been historically. What, haven't they won there since the 80s? Who was the quarterback? Chat room, tell me. I think it was like Randall Cunningham the last time they beat him. It was probably, it wasn't Jaws. I don't think it was Jaws, but I think it was back in the 80s. The last time the Broncos beat the Eagles in Philadelphia. So chat room, let me know. I'll continue ranting for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm getting to your comments. So make the good comment. I want the hell yeah. I want to know how you're feeling. I want the Bo Nix doubters. Bye. Bye, Felicia. See you, Pollyanna. Whatever you want to say. No time for them. It's not going to matter. They're not saying anything that's relevant or worthwhile. Again, can Bo be better? Yes. Does Bo need to do some better things? Yes. But like right now, you got to celebrate this one, man. Celebrate it because it's big. It's absolutely monumental. And I love it because it proves what my eyes have been telling me, that this is a good team, that this is a playoff team. Now, I had them at 13 wins, and it has nothing to do with my prediction of 13, okay? Because it is not about me at all whatsoever. But when I had them at 3-2 after 5, I had them drop in the Chargers game, and this is the day the schedule came out. Andrew Mason and I did this. We've done this exercise for a few years, and I write down the wins, right? And see down there at the bottom, I got them at 13-4. Mace has them at 11-6. Okay. So I had them at 3-2 after 5. They're 3-2 after 5 with 2 games that stick in my craw to this day. Don't think for a second. If you see me out and about, maybe you saw me at the hot chocolate run today. Good to get in some exercise. Good to get back out there running. Say hi, but don't think I'm okay inside because I'm not, because of the Colts and Chargers game. Perhaps I shouldn't let a bunch of 20-year-olds make my emotional state so unsteady, but I'm still pissed about the Colts and Chargers game. But I am elated about what the Broncos just did. 3-2, 13 wins is still a possibility. And again, if they don't get 13, don't at me, bro. I don't want to hear it. Because 11 wins and 10 wins, my man Josh Dover said that. My man Andrew Mason said that. And I'm like, come on, baby. Come on. They're a better team than last year. And that's what the Colts and Chargers games kind of really got under my skin, is because I personally believe, I know they're better than that. I know they're better than dropping those last second games. I know they can hang with the Eagles. Now, when the schedule came out, I predicted a loss to the Eagles on Friday's show on Dover and Cecil. And thank you all for making us number one. It feels so good. And that's not number one sports show. That's the number one show in the Denver market in middays. All stations, rock stations, country station, news stations, all stations. So thank you for growing the tribe. Keep it up, please, because if we don't get numbers, we get fired. And I kind of like talking about football, and I kind of like talking about Denver sports. So thank you all for making us number one out there. But on Friday, I had said it's a Broncos win. I think I had it. Tribe members help me out. I think I said like 23-21, 24-21, something like that. Tight game, close game. Ended up being a damn close game because this is the way it's going to be. The Eagles, while statistically you're going to look, and certainly the A.J. Brown thing, which got a lot of pub, the Eagles aren't quite what they were last year, but that's still the world champion. They're still one of the best in the NFL. Are they on the level of the Bills? Probably not. But Buffalo wins something before we go on and on and on about the Bills. Are the Bills an elite level team? Yeah. Are they the only one in the league? Yeah, maybe. But the Eagles would be right there. If you were to name another team, maybe Lions, whatever, but like there's just a handful of those upper echelon teams. The Broncos just beat one today. And this isn't a white man can't jump thing where sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again. Because I know that's what some people will say. Oh, what had happened was, and they'll go back to the refs or the whatever weak, lame excuse there is. There is no excuse. Broncos went into their place and they won. And they didn't dominate. By no means did they dominate. I don't think anyone should be asking the Broncos to dominate unless it's the Bengals. There are certain instances where you're going to see that. But most games are going to be just like this one. You have to learn how to close. Check. You have to beat teams with a winning record. Check. You got to win on the road in hostile environments. Check. I mean, so many check marks are getting laid down today. I feel like the Christmas Story teacher when the little kid's having the dream and she's like, A plus, 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 plus on down the road, right? A plus, plus, plus for the Denver Broncos today. And that doesn't mean it had to be perfect. And that doesn't mean there's not things to work on. And that doesn't mean there's not concerns. But today, They are victorious, and it is absolutely glorious. Losing my mind. Love it. Feels great. Feels great. And with that, it is time for your comments. Again, give me the hell yeah. Broncos country, let me know how you feel, because I feel great, baby. Before we get to your comments, how about a word from RamosLaw.com? Today's episode of Orange and Blue Today is presented by Ramos Law, the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Ramos Law was founded by Dr. Joseph Ramos, an attorney and ER doctor, to provide exceptional care to those injured in accidents. With a unique understanding of both medicine and law, the Ramos Law team is built to fight for you every step of the way. Experience the Ramos Law difference. Contact them today at RamosLaw.com. Thank you to RamosLaw.com for supporting the Orange Blue Today show right here on Denver Sports on our YouTube channel. We're over 21,000 subscribers. And I said I want 100. Again, magical thinking. If you're not magical thinking in your life, you need to start. Because the Broncos don't win today if they go into Philadelphia and like, we just can't hang with these guys. Again, magical thinking. The Broncos had the ultimate belief in themselves. And yeah, playing Fly Eagles Fly kind of pissed off some of the guys. And yeah, some of the guys were pissed off when you said measuring stick game in the locker room. They didn't like that. But it was totally a measuring stick game. And they measured up. They measured up. They got the win. How do you feel, Broncos country? I have 1,361 comments. Guess who's not getting to them all? Anyway, Ignacio says, salute. Very good. Very good. Feels great. Even the PI on Surtain was crap. Yeah, the pass interference stuff, it was a little off. This one says, Lord Soth, greetings. Huge win. There you go. Sean cooked it with the 2-point conversion. Again, great from Anderson. You have to have onions, stones, huevos, balls. Sean Payton has big balls, and that's what he just did. He's like Randy from South Park with the wheelbarrow. Just like 2-point. Let's go. And the Broncos did it. Bo Nix with a laser rocket fire to Troy Franklin. It was awesome. Touchdown Bo Nix, one of the real ones, says, why is Skinner in there, not Locke? I have to go back and look. Don't know if Locke got banged up. He's out there on special teams. I like PJ Locke. A says, let's go, baby. So happy. That's right. Fantastic. It feels fantastic. 135 to 45 rushing yards, says Denver Dave. Denver Dave, one of the good ones out there as well. And 45 yards on the ground. Slow down Saquon Barkley, my number one. Wait a second. What were my keys to the game? Oh, God. One of my keys to the game was Riley Moss have a good game. Another one of my keys to the game was match their physicality. I'd say with 130 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, that is matching the physicality. Now, 4.1 a carry for the Eagles, but the Broncos weren't afraid to muck it up. Muck it up, right? You gotta do that. You go in a hostile environment like that, you're facing a team that loves to be physical, then you just got to smash them. That's what you got to do. And Joel says Eagles are garbage. Hell yeah. Eagles are not garbage, Joel. In fact, they're the quite opposite of that. They're a fantastic team. And I love Howie Roseman. I say it almost every time I crack a mic because Howie's an incredible general manager. But take that L, Howie. On your way home. This one from Nightmare. Now the team goes to London on an absolute high. It's like Greenbrier all over again. I'd love that. Minus the rain. Greenbrier was, wow. I'd never been to West Virginia until last year. Mason and I went there to the Greenbrier, Sean Payton's club that he invented or whatever, him and his buddy, former governor, I think, of Virginia or something like that. Anyway, so going there was awesome. It was beautiful. I always make fun back east when you're like, these mountains. Those ain't mountains, baby. Come out to Colorado. But like the rolling hills, because they're hills, they're not mountains. And the green, like it's very beautiful back there. But that rain sucked. So yeah, like the Greenbrier, minus the rain, which sucks. Cody asked the question, why do people hate Josh Allen took 3 years? They hate because they were either fed information that was bad before the draft, or they don't understand the patience that it requires. And Cody's right, because year 3, Josh Allen took off like a rocket. You saw him just launch into the stratosphere. And it did take some time. Smasher says, who's the punk now? LOL. That's right. Smasher X. Nick Benito. I mean, my God, are you kidding me? Relaxor 1016. Sounds like one of those drug commercials, like Sky Rizzy, Jizzy, Wizzy, Lizzy, Thin Lizzy, whatever. Relaxor. I was messed up till I took some Relaxor 1016. Now I'm great. Anyway, Bonito. I mean, my God. Like, I wonder how hoof tastes from Dom. And NB says, I am concerned about our cornerbacks thinking they're better than they are. They're getting tested. Again, back to the Riley Moss, Devontae Smith play, which is going to stick out. Even in this win, it's going to stick out because it was terrible. 3rd and 17. You know what I'm doing? 3rd and 17. I'm going to the fridge because it's 3rd and 17, and it means they're going to punt. Who gets a 3rd and 17? Oh, God, Riley Moss. So that's a teachable moment. It's 3rd and forever. Back up. Let him catch anything 10 yards and in, and then rally and tackle. Pretty simple. Just don't let him go over the top. You have 17 yards. It's not like it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 17. And he let that play happen. So I like this one from Earl. Grit. True Grit is one of my favorite movies. Certainly my favorite John Wayne movie. That or The Cowboys. True Grit. Rooster Cogburn has grit. Sean Payton is like Rooster Cogburn. Come say hi to an old fat man sometime. That's what Sean will tell me. Well, he won't tell me that. But if he told me, here's your size 12 Jordans, I would say, thank you, Sean. But yes, gritty win. Earl, I might pin that comment. That's like one of the top comments that I've seen so far. Great win. Says, feel very energized right now. Great win from Lancaster. Just woke up here in Australia. Only got to watch the last quarter. Well, if that's a quarter you're going to watch, and again, when they are... Mark sent me a picture of myself on the screen. I'm going to get the number again. 1 and 112. I'm going to keep repeating this because it's fantastic when you make this sort of history. The Denver Broncos, in their franchise history, regular and postseason, were 1 and 112 when trailing by 14 plus points entering the fourth quarter on the road. They trailed 17-3 entering the fourth quarter today. Now they're 2 and 112. We got to see the 2 today. And oh my God, it was awesome. Paul saying Cecil, a Broncos fan. Now, that's been great debate amongst everybody. He's a Steelers fan. He's a Broncos fan. Can't really be a fan anymore. Maybe the postgame is where I get to show some of that. I just love football. And as an analyst, I can't really be like, if Bo Nix does things wrong, I am not going to be the guy that says like he's totally fine. When there were problems with Drew Lock, I said stuff. I didn't believe in Trevor Siemian at all. Yes, I was the guy that said I want to see Paxton Lynch because I want to see if he can play or not. And if he couldn't play, because I knew Trevor Siemian wasn't the answer, then you get him out of there and you draft Josh Allen. Either way, I just think as an analyst, I can't really be a fan. On the postgame show, I get to show some of that excitement for good football. Good football. Monica says, ask Mace. I called this win after we lost 2. Ask Mace. I cashed out. I believed. We have a great team. Some bad luck, but not today. That's right. Oh, I love this from Osbaldo. Let's go. Sean's Super Bowl team lives. Love this one from Dan. Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Texans, Raiders. 8-2 realistic. Stack it, pack it, rack it up. Dan, throw in the Chiefs. I saw on Twitter, and no, I don't like Taylor Swift. I don't like her music. I'm old and, whatever. Like, I don't care about Taylor Swift. It's catchy. She has catchy music. But I saw someone on Twitter say something like, It's really good timing that both Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are washed, because I guess people don't like her new album or whatever. I literally don't care. But I love the Chiefs being down because Kansas City fans went a little over the top. That's for sure. Pretty obnoxious. So throwing the Chiefs there. Throwing the Chiefs. Let's go 9-2. 9-2. This Broncos team has a bye. Was that week 11? Oh, week 12. Week 12 bye. Yeah, 9-2. Why not? I'm not afraid of Kansas City. So Dan, do me a favor. Type this comment again. Put in Kansas City. 9-2. 9-2. Let's do it. Let's do it. Calls went our way. Not all of them, Isaac. Not all of them. But yeah, there was good calls. There was bad calls. There was bad calls for the Broncos. There was bad calls for Philadelphia. Like, whatever. You can't just blame the refs. You have to win tight games. I think the most important thing, S. Castro, Denver winning the next 5 games. Best win in the Bo era. Michael, I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to steal it as a segment on Dover and Cecil. Join the tribe, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the best show on the Denver airwaves. Thank you very much. So come on in, because I'll give you a quarter every time I say it. Best win of the Bo Nix era. Yeah. Outside of a playoff win, you know what I mean? We're not there yet with Bo, but best win of the Bo era? Yep. In fact, I'm going to text the group chat right now as we use the group chat for like show topics and just to kind of razz each other. So yeah, best win of the Bo era? Question mark. And let's go. Oops. Best win. Sorry, I'm going to talk and type at the same time. Best we in? No, I should retype that. Best win of the Bo era. You're seeing show prep live in real time. Best win of the Bo era? Question mark. Yes, it is. 1000%. I think it's fantastic. Skinner is taller, in my opinion. He's a tall dude. Oh, White Devil says, cease, chug 3 monsters and some smelling salt, then get to the comments. I believe in you. Thank you. Henry saying Barron is the corner, not Moss. Saw Barron show up today on Goddard at the end of the game. More confidence for that young man. And again, I saw it again, Twitter, and maybe that's where I should just stay away from the realm of the lowest common denominator. And it always was, by the way. This isn't anything about Elon. Anytime I see a Tesla that has like, I hate Elon sticker, you just bought a Tesla. And I think, do Volkswagen drivers have the same sticker? Anyway, I saw it on Twitter about like, oh, where's the first rounder? First rounder sucks. Time, baby. Time. It takes time. And with Jahdae Barron, he's got 3 years. After 3 years, we're going to have a better idea. Yeah, it kind of stinks when your first rounder doesn't do as much as you need him to, especially when Riley Moss gives up some big plays. But as far as like, Barron sucks and what a bust, like, no, zero. Stop, everybody, stop. I know everybody's all up in arms about everything. But Mike's one of the real ones in the chat. Mike, we appreciate you so much. Mike is showing up in the chat. Mike is showing up in the comment section down below. Mike helps the algorithm for the Denver Sports YouTube channel. So we appreciate that. That's for sure. Great team against a team that doesn't make mistakes. Senor Watson. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like you, and that's why Philadelphia, and I said it all week during the show, of like, they win ugly and they're happy to do it. Philadelphia has no issue with winning ugly. Philadelphia has zero issue with just being garbage and then all of a sudden winning the game. They don't care at all. They don't make a ton of mistakes. They block kicks. They play sound defense for the most part. Jalen Hurts avoids the middle of the field, mostly throwing the ball. Like, the Eagles just show up and win. Very sound, very solid, well-run organization. Again, with Howie Roseman, my guy, at the top. I love Howie Roseman. But it's like that's kind of a little like extra. You don't get an extra W for this, like 1.5 wins, right? But Senor Watson with a great point. You get a win of this magnitude against a team that doesn't really lose like this. They have 2 losses now in the last calendar year. One of them to Denver today. And I think that needs to be celebrated. Cheeseburger, 2-point, was a huge ball swinging call. Major eggs. Major eggs. That's for sure. Yeah, I agree with John here. The Eagles got so many calls their way, and then they want about the cry about the one that they didn't get. Yeah. So lucky they didn't call that. I mean, they had called a bunch. Creaky's in the chat. What's up, Creaky? You can do it. Yeah, well, the Broncos did it today. And that Osvaldo, I can't put a chat on the screen that has an F word in it. So Ryan Benito, defensive player of the year. My man Zach Bye. Shout out Zach Bye in the drive. Shout out Philip Lindsay. And shout out Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Because it was ZB that first said it on his show and his YouTube about Benito, defensive player of the year. Is Nick Benito going to be defensive player of the year? I mean, my God, he should be. Is that gold shield going to stay in Denver? It's going to go from number 2 to number 15. Yeah, maybe it should. Nick Benito. I mean, my God. Wow. That was awesome. Love to see that. Love to see my man Coop. Jonah Ellis consistently every single week makes plays and plays and plays, even against the run. Love Jonah. Great young man. Really focused, dedicated, very polite, very kind, humble. Jonah Ellis has all these moves, all this upside, and he's just very humble. So you have Benito, you have Cooper, you have Tillman, you have Ellis. I mean, we are reliving Vaughn, Ware, Shaq, Shane. And Shane before the damn wrist injury. Shane Ray, don't at me, bro. Shane Ray was a real one, except for the damn Kansas City tattoo, but whatever. Like, Shane Ray, he had the wrist injury. He was playing at 225 pounds. He was trying to play through that because he'd lost so much weight after the surgery, and then he couldn't really move his hand. Kind of important for a tackler. Anyway, Vaughn, DeMarcus, Shaq, Shane. I give you Benito, Cooper, Tillman, Ellis. It's great. How do the Broncos stack up in penalties in the league? Before this game, they were about 14th. So it's not as egregious as you thought. I did look it up, and if I have the number wrong, please somebody tell me in the chat. A lot of this off the top of my head, and I'm kind of out of my head right now because the Broncos got an amazing win over the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. Red wave of ketchup, says Troy stepped it up today. That's right. Troy Franklin. I was a little bit nervous. The Bengals game, just a little nervous about the drops that came back for a game. But for the 5 games, Troy's been really good for 4 of those. I'm going to take that. For sure. That's your Super Bowl preview, says Christian. Would assume Barkley goes off next time. Well, if the Broncos make the Super Bowl and it is the Eagles, then we're going to have some stuff to talk about. That's for sure. I think it'd be great. Absolutely great. Yes, that's right. Touchdown, Bo Nix. Singleton must go unless Greenlaw's out there. Dynex, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but give me another option. You know, it's like the thing is, we can all say Alex Singleton struggles in coverage and tackling. He stays ahead of the play with his mind, his head yet. He helps put other people in position, which are all positives. But unless we can say they should start X instead, he's going to go right back in to the lineup. Henry says, stay frosty. Be cautious and look out for danger. Yes, always. Barron will be our number 2 corner soon enough. Perhaps. Who is Barkley? Charles Barkley? That's funny. Yeah, let's stack him up. Weeby guy, or wait. Is he smart or is he like me? Web guy 79. Weeby guy. I'm sorry. I'm really not that bright, everybody. Austin with the great one. They can beat anyone. Just let that one breathe. And I want everyone to think about that. And it's not the magical thinking thing. I'm not getting crunchy yet. But like, I'm going to enjoy a frosty sip of Mountain Dew Zero because think about that. They beat the undefeated world champions at home. that means they can beat anyone. I feel like Napoleon Dynamite after he was practicing dancing. I think LaFonda gave him that cassette, and he's got the bottle. I think it was a glass bottle of Gatorade. He drinks it really fast, like hunting Wolverines. That's what I say Eric Dalala sounds like. And Eric's a friend. I say it jokingly, but anytime Eric asks a question at a press conference, I'm like, Napoleon? Napoleon? Are you here? Bo leave in Bronco. Bo. That's right. Troy saying the team played with ice in their veins. And that's what you love to see. The stakes were really high. The pressure was incredibly high. And again, more good things to take away. There are concerns. I don't know, do you have to be the party pooper? Like, seriously, I'm going to do that. I'd probably have a segment on tomorrow's show. Do you have to be the party pooper of like, man, what a huge win over the Eagles. Yeah, but Riley Moss sucks. It's like when you have a meeting, and corporate America it's something. When you have a meeting and then it's going on too long, because every half-hour meeting should be 10 minutes and every hour meeting should be 20 minutes. When you have a meeting that goes on too long and then they ask the question like, hey, has anyone got any questions? And then, you forgot to assign us homework for the weekend. That guy, maybe the internet's caused more people like that to come out of the woodwork and be like, hey, but, God, it's a great win. Great win. And I agree with Troy here because the ice in their veins was there and I seen it. You saw it. The pressure's mounting. The world champions are trying to march down. Yeah, they need a touchdown. But weren't you all a little bit nervous? Raise your hand if you're a little bit nervous on that last drive with Jalen Hurts. I mean, that's a team that could move it down and get that touchdown. Amy says, woohoo! Is that confetti or pizza? Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. I did run a race today, so I can be a little naughty with my delicious dinner that I am so going to enjoy. So going to enjoy. Donald with a good one. McMillan showed up. He did. Huff brought the heat like he always does. McMillan coming through, making a big play against Jalen Hurts. Thank you, Jaquan McMillan. He is awesome. Indy rolled the Raiders. Yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor had 1 million touchdowns. Is that right? The Raiders suck. I mean, not only do Raiders fans suck and they're belligerent, the Raiders are terrible. I love Ashton Genty. I hate that he's a Raider. Brock Bowers is like one of the best tight ends in the league when he's healthy. He's about 70% healthy. He missed this game too, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Raiders are trash. That's for sure. Devontae Smith had a day like he predicted. Yes, certainly on that big play. Creaky says, glad to see Franklin found his hands again. That's right. Caden says your day was looking very good today. Wouldn't mind seeing him start over Moss. Maybe that's a conversation we'll start having. You know, it's one of those things whereas Jahdae Barron does more good things, then perhaps that's a decision they'll make. The Broncos shifted the NFL landscape. Another great subject for a topic that I'm going to send. Sorry, I'm going to talk and type at the same time. The Broncos shift the NFL landscape with that win. This win, question mark. I love that. These are all the type of questions and statements that we should be considering. They can beat anyone. Best win of the Bo Nix era. Shifted the NFL landscape. Boom. Done and done. Love that. Love the way. All the way from Germany, baby. That's Glenn. Right on, Glenn. Appreciate you out there. Eagles went pass happy thanks to AJ's antics. Yeah, I mean, they, they probably shouldn't have responded in that way, in my opinion. And Pat Surtain was asked about that last Thursday, about like, hey, do you keep up with the fact that AJ's doing this and they might emphasize him a little more? And Pat's like, no, I mean, kind of, not really. He totally was paying attention. But like for the Eagles, AJ, did you check clear? I'd say the same thing when Brandon Stokely was a diva, because I guarantee Brandon Stokely's still a diva today, and he's a dear friend and always has my back. I love B Stoke. But B Stoke, hey, your check cash? That's what Peyton Manning would tell him. Hey, Stoke. AJ Brown. This team went away from what they do best, and part of the reason why it cost them. Dan says this, my mile high moment was a tush push touchdown for Bo Nix. Wasn't a touchdown, but was a key first down. Yes, Dan, that is correct. And I'll say something that may get me in trouble. Don't anyone clip this. I'm not saying I've seen him practice the tush push, but if you are at training camp, you might have seen them practice the tush push. So it was good to see it, right? I think every team should have it in their repertoire, their arsenal, whatever you want to say. Like, so is it earth-shattering news? Hey, the Broncos are practicing the tush push, allegedly, or whatever I have to say. Like, no, they were practicing the tush push because every team should. So I might have, going back to training camp, because full disclosure, I don't watch practice during the week, and they don't show anything during the week of practice. We get to see stretching. But I just went back to training camp and was like, hey, they're practicing the tush push. Maybe they'll use that against Philadelphia. So I may have, tried to work that in there, Dan. But it was good to see that for a key first down and a little bit of a variation on the tush push there as well. Daniel says, I'm in California, so I can't watch my team on TV. So I use the Broncos app to keep up with my team. There you go. Oh, did Nick Wright say something about the Broncos? There's rage baiting and there's engagement farming, and I feel Nick Wright does both. Now, here we are talking about him. I'm totally going to blame Night Dragon, Paul, here. So if he does say something like, whatever, he's a Chiefs fan. Jesse's saying something about James Merrillat that I can't put on the screen. I don't think, did James pick against him? I think James just said like, oh, they can beat the bad teams. They can't win. Okay, well, what's James going to say now? But when it's rage baiting and engagement farming, do we really have to respond? I don't think so. Valerie says, did you notice that Sean had run the ball on his play sheet again? Yep. Saw it. Saw the run the ball. And nobody asked Sean about it because he won't say, he won't be nice when he talks about his play. Can we not talk about my flair? Can we not talk about my playbook, my play sheet? That's fine. Christopher says, I've talked a lot of crap about Vance Joseph, but that was a great game from him today. Secondary blitz in the fourth was a great call. Great call. Yep. DMC, one of the real ones, says, boom, boom, Benito, defensive player of the year. I'd love to see it. Again, ZB coined that first. So full credit to thank you for being my friend. All right. Is McGlinchey okay? We'll figure that out. He was stuck in the game, by the way. Greenbrier, 3 hours from your home. Derek, you live in a beautiful part of the country. Hopefully it's the part that's not where there's no like cell signal or whatever, the dead zone or whatever for the second White House or underground bunker or whatever y'all had in West Virginia. Mace was telling me as we're driving through, he's like, you won't have a cell signal here because of blah, 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 blah. So anyway, Philly went to the game. Jason, again, one of the real ones in the Orange and Blue Today chat. Jason, what up? They went into the game with an agenda. Don't ever do that. And in a way, we can play off that, Jason. In a way, were they overlooking a real opponent? Were they overlook? You go into a game with an agenda, it's when you're like playing the Bengals and you're like, hey, these guys are slappies. Let's do this week. Or the Titans with the rookie quarterback that isn't there yet. In his very first game, of course, the Broncos played him. But like, you go into a game with an agenda when you feel like your opponent is vastly inferior. And the Broncos superior today. So let's sweep the NFC 2 years in a row, baby. I love it. I love it. Swink says, I loved that Cease didn't name the Chiefs as an upper echelon team. It's because they're not. It's because they're not. They have Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. Andy Reid's? They have Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes, so they're always going to be a problem. But are they upper echelon? No. No, not at all. And it is crazy to think, Christian, this team could be 5-0 right now. A couple of those stupid field goals at the end of the games, couple of not drops, couple of hit deep shots from Bo Nix. Like I like the way the season is starting. The 3-2 start, a quality win, a signature win, the best win of the Bo Nix era. I like this way the season is starting because then it shows you like, oh, what did Jay-Z say? It only gets better. Well, okay, 3-2, but you're 3-2 with some stumbles and some drops and some errant throws and some missed plays. Like you're 3-2, could be 5-0, but then you think the stuff that you're weak at, you'll improve, except inside linebacker. Inside linebacker will forever be weak. It's the curse of Danny Trevathan. I don't know what it is. But think of as the season goes on, what are the next 5 games? What's your record like then? Because as you're going along, you're fixing as much as you can, not inside linebacker. It's going to be terrible always and forever. But like, as you go on every single week, you're going to improve. What are you in week 17? Forget week 10. Week 10. Why are we talking about old stuff? What week 18? What are you in the playoffs? Magical thinking. The Denver Broncos. Let's make it happen. I'm not going to get to all your comments. Game ball. Yes. Monica, thank you. Game ball, Cortland Sutton. I used to, when I did the post-game show on the radio, of like game balls and soccer balls. Because I'm sorry, I don't like soccer. Sorry. They've been saying soccer's going to be big since the 70s, and where's it at? And of course, it's the greatest sport in the world. Don't at me, bro. God, for the love of God, what's more annoying, hockey fan or soccer fan? So yes, I fully realize, I personally believe that soccer isn't good and not entertaining or whatever. And I'm totally wrong, and I'm, whatever. But I used to do game balls and soccer balls, kickballs, right? Maybe I should bring that back for the post game. Let me know in the comments. Because even after the show, comment section down below if you want me to bring back game balls, soccer balls. I think that's kind of standard, like radio fare. On YouTube, I just like doing a brain dump, and then threatening to cuss, and then not cussing, breaking my headset, but then fixing my headset, and then just talking about a big Broncos win. So my bike, punk, Osbaldo, that's right. What bike? The Beach Cruiser, man. Where are the haters at? Valentino, that's right. Awful quiet out there. Awful quiet. Sutton passed Vance Johnson. Congratulations. Cortland. Sutton was awesome. That's right. It's a crotch party right up in here. It's a Broncos playing party right up in here. That's right. Wow. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it tonight, everybody. Enjoy it. Enjoy that win. It's Bo time. No longer Tebow time. It's Bo time. That's right. How mad's A.J. Brown going to be now? He'll be all right. It's the greatest comeback of all time. I hate when it's used against me, but I give that to you, my beloved audience. When someone says something a little crossways with you, instead of getting all mad or whatever, just say, you'll be all right. Because you will. Denver played a solid game. Yep. Agreed. All of the comments I agree with. I miss Skittles. Well, I have a friend named Skittles, and I don't think she played football, but I miss Skittles too. I think he's talking about Trevor Siemian and 8. Said that. Bo notched another comeback win. That's right. You love to see it. That's for sure. And you love to see the Broncos getting it done on the road, undefeated team. Seeing a lot of Denver Broncos for life. Again, give me a hell yeah in the chat room. Give me a hell yeah down below in the comment section too, as I'm over an hour and I have more to do. So I will, Bonito is number 1. That's for sure. Of course, Philly will blame the refs. I don't care what Philly blames, Mike. They'll be all right. If you see an Eagles fan in your mentions, oh, the refs, you'll be all right. Don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. What's the old saying? Don't argue with an idiot because they'll drag you down to the level and beat you with experience. Don't argue with these Eagles fans online. Don't argue with them at all. At all. The refs cost us the game. You'll be all right. You don't have to agree with them because the refs didn't cost them the game. The refs were terrible. And so, hey, the refs were terrible. But just saying, you'll be all right. Eagles fans, you'll be all right. And Broncos fans, build on this thing. Broncos team, build on this thing. And that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. All right. I think I'm wrapping up for today. Thanks to everyone. Creaky, Mike Naylor, Flacco, Ryan Loomis, touchdown Bo Nix, seeing everybody in there that are saying hi. Hi back. Haven't seen my sister in here. Carrie, if you're there, text me. Great win for Broncos country. And now keep winning. Don't have a letdown in London because you're riding too high off this win. Stay grounded. Stay grounded. Oh, there's Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Peace got to go, Boogie. Thanks for the brain dump. Cease, stay frosty. That's right. Orange and Blue today. We'll be back tomorrow. And can't wait to see what Mace says. Alex says catch you tomorrow. Mace's post-game reports. You got to check them out on our socials, okay? Denver Sports 1043. Check us out. Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram, all that. So, yes. Please and thank you. Check out Mace. Dan, thank you. I appreciate that. Mace's post-game reports are flipping awesome. Puts a lot of work into them, and they're great. So informative. Everybody watch them. Andrew Mason will be joining me tomorrow right here on the Big Show. It is Orange and Blue today. I think I might run around the block without my shirt on because this is awesome. And I might have to cut back on Mountain Dew. How I love you, Mountain Dew. I feel like the old guy on Tommy Boy when he's thanking his guarantee. I love you, guarantee on the box. I love you, Mountain Dew. And I love you guys out there, not only here with our Orange and Blue Today audience on Denver Sports, Dover and Cecil, the Tribe, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check us out, 104 through the Fan. We are the Bo Show. When other shows were saying stuff like Todd McShay says he's a third-round grade. Stupidity. You don't get that with us. So tune in, listen, tell a friend, grow the Tribe. And thanks again for making us number one. Thanks again for supporting Denver Sports. Here's a Mike Patton gif that makes me laugh because what? What am I listening to? Stay tuned, everybody. OBT's BFD. And I want you, as always, stay frosty.
For over 20 years, my family, like so many of you, has proudly been part of Broncos country.
Every season, we feel the energy, passion, and commitment that defines this team.
And now we are honored to be the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos.
Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.